but I decided not to use it because I just wanted to be a little bit closer to the camera. I had my fancy camera for the live, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just coming at you from my phone today because I wanted to get a little bit more close to the screen, because today we are doing our live bone casting reading from the Bone Shaman guide that I have been recently introduced to and working with. And if you didn't get a chance to catch the BQH session, the channeled message from the Bone Shaman that I posted this rising, definitely check that out after this reading. It's going to go hand in hand, and you'll definitely understand this reading a lot more if you've watched that video, okay? So shout out to everybody who's watched the Bone Shaman BQH channeled message today. Give me some comments, some likes. Let me know if you saw it. Let me know what you think. Let me know who's tuning in and from where, and let me know how all of you are doing. Are you ready? Are you ready for a Bone Shaman reading? So this reading is really exciting. It's really near and dear to my heart. I'm a little bit nervous and super excited. This is a new style of readings that I'm going to be offering more often, most likely every month, maybe more, depending on what y'all think. But this is really my opportunity to introduce you to the Bone Shaman today itself, because you got a chance to check out that BQH channeled message that I posted earlier today. That was literally the moment, the reading, the session where the Bone Shaman started actually speaking to me for the first time. So you all got to witness what it was like for me to meet a guide for the first time, and for you to meet him as well for the first time. So I was so happy and excited to share that experience with all of you. It's probably more vulnerable and personal than I've shared on my channel thus far, if you've noticed. You know, lots of personal messages from the Bone Shaman to me in that session, but really I thought it was important for me to share because it was my first time meeting that guide. And you know, now that I've met him and I recognize that he's an ancestral and energetic connection to myself, my oversoul, and my, you know, and in that some of my past lives, where I've done the similar shamanic work that he's bringing forth for me to remember. You know, it's just so beautiful to share that experience, and vulnerable as well, but exciting. And now I get to do these readings and start to learn, and as I do them, you know, develop this skill, you know, in connection to all of you in this community as you support and show up to receive these messages as well. So we're all going to receive messages together with these readings. And so, yeah, I'm super excited. Let me know who saw the Bone Shaman video that I posted today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hi Jasmine, good to see you from NYC. Happy Halloween. Yes, we're in the thinning of the veil, y'all. Are you ready? I also have an event on Sunday for 10:10 in the evening, 6 p.m. Central, or I'm sorry, 6 p.m. East, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time on the 10th on Sunday, where we'll be talking all about the thinning of the veil. We'll be sipping some cacao. We'll be doing some intuitive practices, and also talking about the importance of energetic protection during this year and the thinning of the veil portal. So if you're interested in that event, it's only $10.10 to join the Zoom workshop. It's going to be about a 2-hour event starting at 8 p.m. Central time on the 10th, and you can sign up. I'll make sure to put the description, I'll put the link in the description of this video, but you can also sign up in the link in my bio on Instagram at Readings by Rissa. I also think I posted the link in my weekly reading, and if I didn't, then I will do that at the end of this video. All right, so yes, are y'all ready? Okay, so I always like to start these readings, and you'll notice this, because these readings are much more shamanic, because I'm calling in the ancestors, and because we're connecting more to the oversoul, past life selves of our being and collective, as well as the ancestral realm, I always like to start these readings with a little ancestral song. And so I'm going to channel some song, ancestral song, forward to bring in the energy of the Bone Shaman and of this reading. Now, if you didn't watch my videos about this reading, just for those of you who are used to my weekly readings, this is going to be very different, okay? This is where I'm going to be tapping into the ancestral realm with my satchel of totem objects that represent different things. And as I shake them and connect to my ancestor guide, which is the bone shaman, I will be receiving messages as I throw the objects onto the surface. I'll read them based on where they are placed and what energy I'm seeing from them and what they represent altogether, okay? This is a very old and ancient style of divination that's been used in so many different indigenous tribes and traditions, dating all the way back to, you know, ancient Egypt, ancient Africa, even ancient Greece and Rome. Lots of different pantheons have utilized bone casting or bone throwing, even the Nordics, lots of things like that. Just tons and tons of different types of indigenous peoples have used this type of reading. So what we'll do is we'll open it up with some ancestral song and then we'll get right into it. Now, these readings are also going to be readings that are specifically different in the content. The intention for these readings versus the weekly readings that I do every week. Weekly readings is where we're picking up the energy of the week and we're kind of feeling into what to expect in the week so that we can really navigate our week with grace and ease. The intention for these readings, the bone shaman readings, are to connect to the ancestral realm and to help us through any experiences that are complex or contrasting, any duality, any experiences with death and rebirth and intense transformation, any experiences that have been conflicting or difficult to move through. The bone shaman and these bone cast readings are going to help serve us in that way, okay? So if you have been drawn to this reading and you don't know why, maybe that's why. Maybe it's because you are going through an intense change, you're going through a lot of transformation, you're feeling like, you know, you're rebirthing, or you're knowing a lot of that energy is around you. Maybe you're even grieving the loss of someone that you love, or just seeing a lot of that energy around you. This is an opportunity for you to get guidance directly from the ancestors. Whoa, did you see that light flicker? Yes, so I also added a fire element to these readings because that is important. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm also going to open up for any, you know, any questions once we kind of get going. And I am opening those questions up for super chat donations. So if you send a super chat donation, I will do a little bone throwing for you. I'll pick 1 or 2 people at the end of the general reading to do a quick bone throwing reading for 1 or 2 people that send a super chat, okay? And then also, of course, super chat allowed and welcomed any other opportunity throughout the reading as well. That just helps with the energy exchange. It's so grateful. I'm so grateful for that whenever that sends through. So thank you in advance. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go? Okay, first bone shaman reading of the year on YouTube, really of ever. I've only done these readings once on Clava as a test run, and this is our first one on YouTube. So woo woo, let's do it. All right. So let's go ahead and start with just taking a couple deep breaths. I'm going to get into the zone. I'll channel through the song. I'll bring in the energy and we'll get started. calling on the ancestors, calling on our guides of the highest love and light, our past life selves, our oversouls, our higher selves, and all of those guides of the highest love and light who wish to assist today. Calling on the bone shaman. Asking for guidance at this time for any intense transformation, intense change that we are meant to experience and understand at this time. Hi-oh, hi-oh, hi-oh. First objects here. First things that I'm getting called to share about, and forgive me if my voice changes at all. I feel like the bone shaman definitely wants to channel more in his own voice, so I may bring that through if it gets too hard to speak on my own. But the first thing that he's wanting me to point out here is that there have been some deaths around addiction, or some painful endings, painful experiences and painful deaths, losses around addiction. So if you have had a loved one that's recently passed from addiction, or if you've been feeling their spirit around you, this is a message for you. This is also a message for anyone who's been feeling like they're losing things because of an addiction they have. This isn't just substance abuse. This can be substance abuse, but it's also addictions to certain things that are not serving relationships or success in one's life, and it's causing them to lose things. That could be addiction to gambling, it could be addiction to sex, it could be addiction to food, and losing yourself in the process. So this is an energy of addiction and losing something important, losing something valuable because of an addiction. This can even be losing your way because of an addiction. This is also the desire to protect your energy. This is calling forth the need to protect against addictive habits. This is a guide for all of you out there resonating with this message, a guide for you coming forth to help you feel protected against your own addictions, against addictive energy, and against any habits that you know are not serving you. A lot of people out there right now are struggling with this energy of addiction, and it's threatening their life and their light, okay? Their life and their light. So if you have been battling with addiction, if you've been feeling that, or if you know someone close to you, they've been on your heart that is battling with some kind of addiction, this is important for you to notice. This is a sign, this is a message for you. Help them get help, or help yourself get help. Find ways to protect your light and your life from these addictive aspects. This is a big focus in the mind. It's causing a lot of confusion. It's causing a lot of distraction in the mind from what is most important for everyone to focus on, people that are specifically dealing with this stuff. The reason why I'm reading it this way, and just so now I can break it down, I didn't want to touch it until after the reading part of it was over, but this is a totem that I received as a gift, and it represents kind of protection from death, or even can represent death. and kind of seeing the spiritual significance of that. And then this is a sign of addiction, this aluminum foil representing my old addiction as well. And so a lot of these totems are totems that are easy for me to read because they are personal to me as well. And that's how the guides speak to me through these totems, so I can understand what they're saying, okay? The next part of the reading. So that was the first message, okay? Anybody resonating with that? Does anybody know who that's for? If you resonate, definitely send a little comment, send a little 100% emoji, or just let me know if you have any questions or you need any more clarity on that message about protecting yourself or others from addiction, or even if somebody's lost somebody from addiction. If you have lost somebody from addiction and they've been on your heart or it's been recent, this is a sign for you to pay attention in how that relationship with that person shaped you. What kind of effect did it have on you? What kind of lesson did you learn from their life? And that there may be a need to remember that lesson in your life right now. Right now at this time, it's significant for you to see the lesson of that and remember it for yourself as well, okay? All right, next part of the message is the beautiful desert rose crystal, and that fell in the middle of the stage here of the reading. So this is representing purity. Now, there's an energy of this that represents kind of the need to kind of remove energy, bring energy back to yourself from what you've been giving energy out towards. A lot of you have been giving a lot of energy out and you've been feeling drained, you've been feeling dried up, you've been feeling just not fully energetic, not fully yourself, okay? This is letting us know that your way back to yourself is through calling back your energy that you've been giving out to certain people that have been draining you or you've been feeling drained by. This is also certain environments or experiences. Some of you have been really noticing that your energy is lower in different environments or different experiences, or even when you're talking about certain things or exposing yourself to certain things, your energy is lower, it's dried up, you feel less yourself, you feel less motivated. Your way back to your power is to no longer put so much energy towards, or so much attention or energetic focus towards those things that you feel drained by, okay? We're finding our way back to our purity, but we're needing to call our power back to do so, okay? And part of our purity is our inner child essence. It's our vitality. It's our feeling of energy and spirit, the energy of our body, our ability to feel energized throughout the day, our ability to feel excited for things, passionate about things, inspired by things, okay? So for those of you who haven't been feeling excited, passionate, inspired, energetic, you've been giving your energy out to things that are not serving you, that are drying your energy up, that are causing you to lose energy, okay? So pay attention to that and call your energy back. This is also a representation of, coming clean. A little bit of a piggyback off of the addiction message, but this is coming clean and not just addictions, meaning detox and kind of finding sobriety, but also coming clean with yourself and with others. Being honest, being truthful, being really true to yourself, okay? Some of you haven't been coming clean to others, or coming clean to yourself. And that's also draining you, okay? So not only is this totem a sign for you to call back your energy from things you're giving out to certain things that are draining you, but this is also a call for you to make sure that you come clean, you become honest with yourself, you stop telling lies to yourself, or you clean up any illusion or delusion within yourself or for others, towards others, so that you can get your power back and so you can find your purity, your innocence, your energy. Sometimes it takes a lot of energy to hold a lie together, or to not tell the truth, or to omit something, to hold something in and not share it, or to fabricate something, or to create a lie. It takes a lot of energy to do that. So some of you who are drained are either giving that energy out and you need to call it back to yourself, or some of you are drained because you're not being honest with yourselves or others, and it's causing a lot of energetic drainage, okay? So find your way back to your purity by coming clean or calling your power, your energy back, okay? Let me know how this is resonating. How's everybody feeling? What's coming up for you all? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Carmen, yay, it's good to hear you. Good to see you. Oh, Carmen. Yeah, Carmen's here. And then Alona's here. Jasmine's here. So good. Oh, Jasmine, a recovering addict. It's coming up on your year anniversary. Being in rehab was the best decision you've ever made. Congratulations. Yes, to a year sober. Congrats. That's a huge, huge, huge accomplishment. A year added to your life. A year of prosperity, a year of cleansing, a year of recovery. Amazing, amazing. That is not easy. And I am a former addict as well, so I understand. I'll be celebrating 11 years. Is it 11 years? Wow, it's 11 years this year on the 1st of November. So I'm here for you, and I understand completely. So yeah, calling back our power, calling back our sense of purity, and really coming clean. Okay, the last little part of this message, and then we'll do personal messages. I've already got a couple of super chat donations, so we'll do Jasmine first and then Alona next. And then I'll maybe take one more super chat donation for a personal bone casting reading. The last little part for the collective message. Okay, so the first message of the collective was clear yourself from any addictions, protect yourself from addictions and how they may impact your life, and how they may block your light and your life from prospering, and also recognizing any lessons from messages of others that you know who you've lost from addiction. The second message, call back your power and your purity by coming clean, and also calling back the energy that you're giving out that has been draining you. And now our last message. Oh my gosh, love this message so much. These two fell together right at the bottom. What is that? The bottom right-hand corner, or kind of towards the bottom right-hand corner of the stage of the reading. This is, the bottom right-hand is really grounding in with action. And so we're grounding in with action the energy of the cinnabar crystal and this energy of this little celebration, like beautiful little celebration confetti ball. And what this is telling me is that we are celebrating and grounding in with action more celebration of our accomplishments in business and our success in business, work, and career. A lot of you out there are celebrating a level up in your career, whether that's leaving your career for your passion and stepping into your, entrepreneurship or your soul service, or it's celebrating a promotion, or it's celebrating that dream job that you've always wanted and getting one step closer to that, grounding in more structure for your business to evolve more. This could be a ton of different things. This could be a bonus, a new raise, just this energy of finding a job you've been looking for a while, this energy of celebrating abundance and grounding it in with action. Okay, so that's the message for us this month from as the last message from this reading, is really recognizing that if there's any conflicts that you're having in business or work or career, notice what those conflicts are and how they may be nudging you into a decision or into an opportunity that you've actually always been wanting and asking for, and maybe were afraid to take the step or take the leap to achieve. It's telling you that it's time to celebrate the win that you've been asking for in your career, and to really lean in towards it, to really, face it and start to say, yes, it's time for me to flourish and to celebrate in my career. And there's going to be some things that show up that really bring in more of that celebration, okay? So, even if it's a conflict in work and career, it's most likely a conflict that is pointing you in the direction towards a manifestation of something exciting in your career, something liberating, something to celebrate, okay? So celebrating big wins in career and business. If you know that you're celebrating some big wins in your career or business, why don't you put it in the comments, shout yourself out so we can celebrate you as well. So excited to do that. And just making sure that whatever you are celebrating in business and career, in your soul service, whatever it is, that you're grounding it in with action, okay? Take yourself out on a celebratory dinner or a drink for your celebration of your business, or whatever it is you're celebrating in your career. Ground in the action, right, of stepping into that promotion by applying it for it if you haven't yet. Ground in the action of that structure for your business by doing something to implement more structure to help you bring in those wins in your career. But ground it in with action. Use some kind of action to keep the momentum of the celebration and work and career going. Okay? Yes, how are we feeling? I'm gonna check the chat. Let me shake this up. Let me just do a little stir of my satchel. And then we'll do a personal reading. Yes, all right. Carmen is the third. Okay, so we're gonna do Jasmine, then Alona, then Carmen. Ooh, yes, Meredith, claiming your energy back. Love it. Layla, good to see you. Oh, so happy to have you here. Thank you, Jasmine, on my 11 years. Thank you, Jasmine, for just donating to show gratitude and sharing my gift. Thank you so much. Yes, live life like it's your birthday. I love that, Layla. Carmen, thank you for doing what you do. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So since Jasmine doesn't have a question and she just wanted to donate, does Alona, did you have a question that you wanted to ask up for a reading? And then if not, if you were just donating to donate, that's great too. So thank you, but just let me know if Alona wants a personal bone casting real quick, I can throw for her. Or if we don't hear from Alona, we'll ask Carmen. Carmen, if you have a question, I will throw for you. And if neither of you have questions, that's cool too. I may just open it up for anybody else who may have one before we go, or even this can even be a collective question. This can be a question about what's going on in the collective times that we're facing right now. If you have any questions about the conflicts the world is facing, feel free to share. So if anybody has a question. Oh, yes. Yes, Alona says, yes, please, open to receive any messages to continue my overall growth. Absolutely. All right, Alona, sounds good. Let's see what comes through. Ooh, you got a lot. Ooh, that one's kind of, okay. Yeah, that one wanted to come out. Okay. So lots in one area. Let me just feel into which area they want me to start. Okay, so first of all, they want to pay attention to where everything is accumulated on the map, okay, on the stage. It's at the top, kind of left-hand side, which is letting me know that there's a lot on your mind and that there is a lot on the feminine side of the mind, which is really kind of like this. Okay, Carmen, I got you next for sure. This is kind of this pressure of the emotion emotional pressure, stress about emotional pressure. This has been some heaviness on the heart that's causing you to overthink things and causing you to maybe worry or be concerned about things. You know, there's this, yeah, I'll take one more, by the way. Layla, if you want to send a little super chat, I will take one more since Jasmine volunteered to just donate. So yeah, so okay, so with that being said, Alona, so you've got a lot of that emotional pressure on the mind, on the heart. That's kind of clouding some of your intuition. So do your best to notice what emotions have been feeling heavy and specifically anxious. This is my totem for anxiety. This is, you know, when we're grinding our teeth, when we're chewing on straws, when we're kind of fiddling with things, this anxiety. Okay, so there's been some anxiety you've had, Alona, that's clouding up some of your intuition, and actually it goes hand in hand. You've got a lot of desires for advancement in career and business. You've got a lot of ideas and inspiration for new things to create, and you also have a lot of you have a lot of thirst for knowledge. You're wanting to learn more about things that you can do to advance your career and to kind of become more successful in life. But you have this anxiety that kind of can get in the way. And actually your intuition and your anxiety are quite similar, because you have both of the guides. You have masculine and feminine energy here as well, which is saying that you're balanced in your masculine and feminine energy, so you're able to use your logic while also using your intuition, but something is getting lost in translation and causing overthinking or over anxiety. This can be an energy of needing to control, needing to control things instead of just going with the flow. So your guides are saying, focus more on your ability to relax and to flow, to relieve some of that emotional pressure, to succeed or to know everything you need to know in business or in your pursuits of success. And take off the mask. There's a part of yourself that has recently started to take off a mask. Maybe you've started to be more true to yourself. Maybe you've started to express more about what it is you really are interested in and what it is you want to do with your life. And maybe that's a little uncomfortable for you, which is also another element of your overthinking. Just allow yourself to enjoy the fact that you've taken off the mask and go with the flow of it. You know, continue to learn about yourself, and continue to let go of those needs, those desires to cling to old habits that are not helping you anymore. You even got some of the addictive energy here, but these are addictions to old habits and also addictions to old ways of looking at money. This is looking at money differently. So your guides are saying it's time to let go of addictive habits of looking at money in ways that don't serve you, and it's time to look at money differently. It's time to continue to embrace the part of you that has been, that you've been embracing more of. It's time for you to go with the flow and stay in tune to your masculine and feminine balance, okay? Your intuition and your logic, your action and your introspection. And then I'm also seeing just little touches here. You've got some past life connections coming up with love. Past life connection with love. This may be a karmic contract or a soul contract that you're in, that you may have been also kind of racking your brain over or thinking a lot about or feeling a lot about. Ask questions to your guides about what you want to know about that. There is definitely a past life love connection, or some kind of connection to love from a past life showing up for you as well. All right, that was Alona's. How do you feel, Alona? What do you think? Did that resonate? Did that help? How are you feeling? Comment below. We're gonna go ahead and do Carmen next. Comment below, Alona. Let me know how that resonates. So excited to do this. This is so fun. We don't ever get a chance to do like the one-on-one stuff in the weekly readings because there's always so much to talk about. So oops. So this is really fun. Yeah, no problem, Alona. So happy to help. Yes, so glad to help. So glad to help. All right, Carmen, you're next, and then we'll do Layla next. Yes. Layla, let me know if you. Oh yeah, you can totally Venmo me love. That's totally fine. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, cool. Carmen is next. Carmen, is there any specific question that you have? Whoa. Is there any specific question that you have? Oh, you're trying to peacefully end a karmic contract, Alona. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, good. Go with the flow on that. Trust your instinct. Let go of unhealthy habits, and that will help you to peacefully end the relationship, the karmic contract. All right. Carmen, do you have a specific question? Let me know before I throw. If not, oh, she said, I've never had a bone casting reading, interested in getting one. Okay, cool. We'll just see what comes up. We'll just see what comes up for you, Carmen. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, we got 3. Okay, so love it. These are all crystals, which is pretty cool. You called forth a crystal only reading, which is awesome and super in alignment as well. So the first 2 things are right up here. We have a lava stone and we also have a unakite. This is at the top right of the stage. This is saying that you are in a place of moving forward in this kind of motivation and determination towards creating magic, manifesting things in your life. But you're kind of going through a little bit of a dark period. It's not necessarily dark. It may feel dark, but it's not necessarily dark. It's a opportunity for growth and expansion. It's kind of like a leveling out of the playing field. It's kind of like new space, emptying out of the room so that new energy can come in, so that new things can be created. So this is an opportunity for you to keep moving forward in your pursuits, keep stepping into what you're wanting for your life, and know that anything that feels a little dark or heavy or even unknown is simply there to help make space for what you're manifesting, okay? You've got a lot of connection to earth and earth magic. You're starting to activate some of that. It's going to be really beneficial for you to go out into nature and to connect more with nature. Spend some time alone in nature without anybody distracting you, and start to notice the magic that's already gravitating towards you from those experiences, and use that knowledge, use that awareness to help you move forward even more. What my question is that if I'm doing what I can to end my ancestral curse. Okay, so I'll address that in just a second. But yeah, moving forward in that ability to create, okay? And so, obviously if you're feeling like you have a curse, which, if you've heard my perspective on curses, you know that I don't really believe in curses. However, I understand that those can feel very real to people, so I never want to dismiss that. But my perspective on curses is that curses are really only powerful when we give them the power and by calling them curses. When we say that we have an ancestral curse, we are telling ourselves we have an ancestral curse, and therefore we're giving that power to a curse. As soon as we say a curse, something's cursing us, or we're being cursed, we're instantly saying that something has more power than our light. We're instantly saying that something is stronger than we are in affecting our life, okay? And that's not true. We are the ones that are most in control because we are source embodied. We are extensions of source. So if we ever feel cursed, it's most likely a heaviness of our own spirit or an attraction to that energy that we've brought in ourselves, okay? By giving that energy power to consume us or to stay attached to us, or by attaching to it ourselves. So the biggest thing we want to do if we're feeling like we have something like a curse or just a heavy energy around us, if something can feel heavy like we were just talking about, is step into the opportunity to create what you want from it by not focusing on what you don't want. Remember, wherever our energy goes or wherever our attention goes, our energy flows, okay? So if we're focusing on a curse, then our energy is going to go towards that curse, and it's going to manifest more of that curse because we're in the void space, okay? The void space is that void space of creation. Whatever we put into the void space manifests, okay? So if you're putting in attention towards a curse, then you're going to manifest that. If you're putting in attention towards what you want instead of that feeling of a curse, then you're going to manifest that. So instead of focusing on the curse itself, focus on what you want instead of it. Focus on what it looks like, feels like, and what it would bring for you, not being in that focused on that curse, not being impacted by that energy. Okay, so maybe for you, you've been feeling limited in certain things. Okay, well, what will it feel like to not be limited, right? Focus on that. Start focusing on what you want instead of what you don't want. You do have a lot of connection to the earth energy. The more you spend time in nature, the more you'll be able to activate more of your light magic. Your ability to really notice the beauty of all things and the duality of all things and find appreciation for it, and just notice that what may seem heavy is actually a beautiful lesson or symbolism. So you're going to have some aha moments out in nature. And then down here at the bottom, this is kind of grounding in even more. This is another message about grounding. So for whatever reason, you may be feeling a little ungrounded. You may be feeling like you're too in your head, or you're too in your spirit, or you're not really connected to the physical realm as much. Maybe you're feeling so stressed or chaotic internally that you can't focus on what's really going on presently. This is telling you to ground down, to find your center, to start educating yourself on things you don't understand, to start looking at things with a different perspective by receiving more information on it before coming to an assumption about it. This is saying that the more you educate yourself on certain things that you don't understand, the more relief you'll feel, the more liberation and power and empowerment you'll feel, and enlightenment you'll feel as well. So this is about grounding in, being more fertile and receptive to new information, especially around things you don't understand, and starting to look for more information around things you don't understand so that you can have even more power in manifesting from what you want from what you don't want. Okay, how does that feel? Let me know, Carmen. Let me know. Yes, these readings are so interesting, right? I love it. Anybody resonate with those last two personal readings? Because I know that this is for the collective just as much. I mean, I know that we're doing them personally, but oftentimes the collective will come through a little bit as well. All right, Layla, we're here for you. Any questions specifically, Layla? Let me know before I throw. And then we'll do this last one. And I think I'm going to do these like every month. What do y'all think? You guys want me to do one of these bone shaman readings every month? This way we can kind of collectively tap into any collective struggles or, messages that way. Let me know. Okay, cool. Whatever my spirit guide has for you. I love it. All right, so we'll call on the bone shaman, just asking for guidance for Layla. Okay, here It was cool. It did a 1, 2, 3. So the number 3, first of all, is significant for you right now, Layla. So if you're seeing number 3, that's a sign for harmony and balance. 1, 2, 3 is how I heard them come out of the bag. This is also kind of saying 1, 2, 3, like next steps, like keep going, next steps. But yeah, 3, 3, 3, you've been seeing it. It makes total sense because they did 1, 2, 3 with the bag. So I love that. All right, so let's go from there into these actual totems. First one that they're calling my attention to is the face down feminine totem. This is saying that there's been something that has kind of made you feel a little bit disconnected, or I'm feeling like shame, a little bit of shame, or maybe someone around you has made you feel a little ashamed of your feminine energy or of your intuitive energy, or you felt a little disconnected from it. Maybe you felt like you're not as connected as you want, or something's happening around shame and your feminine energy, and feeling kind of disconnected from that in a way. Maybe healing some wounds in the feminine energy, maybe just going deeper into understandings of your own feminine qualities, and maybe some shadow work around your feminine qualities. This is a powerful time for you to be focusing on that shadow work so that you can really heal certain things that are feeling a little bit out of place in regards to your feminine energy. There's this essence of putting your realizations to action around that feminine energy shadow. Really embodying change based on what you're receiving from this kind of feminine shame energy. And it's really, it's like not something you need to be embarrassed by or ashamed of, Layla. It's actually something that is maybe a projection from someone else, or a story from someone else, a conditioning, a programming maybe from your past that you're kind of having to face in your life right now, through someone else or through your own shadow work. So doing that work right now is going to be really important for you, Layla, as you continue to evolve in your spiritual work. Facing those shadows and releasing any shame around them, and really coming to terms with any wounds that need healing around that. Now, right after that, they are showing the mask being taken off. Okay, so this, if you notice, it kind of looks like a mask. I got this in Belize. It's really cool. I think I got it in Belize, or maybe I got it in Florida. I think I got it in Belize. And so this is pretty interesting. So this one is face down. So this is saying that you've taken the mask off. You've become more real with yourself. You've started to distance yourself from certain people, they're saying, that don't appreciate you for who you are. You're taking the mask off, and this is also making you see yourself in deeper ways, which is where that shadow work is kind of coming in as well. But this is taking the mask off and keeping it off. So they're saying, keep that mask off. Don't put it back on just because you're facing some things that are a little bit harder to face or uncomfortable to face. It's important that that's part of it. When you take a mask off, you have to face things that you wanted to see, and also things that you might not have wanted to see. Things that you're excited to take the mask off for, but also certain things that you kind of were the reasons you put the mask on in the first place, right? So this is a powerful time for you to notice both, and to appreciate the evolution, and to not go backwards, but to still stay forward pursuing your growth, okay? That one also is through action. So you want to really ground in the action of continually taking the mask off. So if there's any opportunities in your current daily experience where you know you can take your mask off, or you should be taking your mask off more, being more your true self, but you haven't been, this is your guide saying, do the work, walk the walk, take that mask off, act on your true self and not on any illusion, okay? All right, the last two, they're kind of separate, so I'm going to read them separate. This one is a face-up shell, and this is saying that it's time to turn over your emotions, flip your emotions, your emotional perspective. This is saying kind of make something, alchemize your emotions. Whatever your emotion is that feels, whatever emotions that feel out of place or not yours, it's time to flip those. Maybe you've been wallowing in some heaviness, or maybe you've been feeling other people's emotions that are heavy. It's time to flip that and alchemize it. What are you meant to learn from that emotion, and how can you transition it into a better emotion based on your perspective? Shift your perspective, shift your emotions, okay? So any emotions that are out of alignment or just not feeling yourself, it's time to flip that and kind of move the energy to a higher vibration. And then this one kind of goes hand in hand with that. This one is the Hematite. This is to help ward off any heavy energy or negative energy. This is protection. This is a shield for you. This is an opportunity to really have your energetic shields up, to make sure that you're not absorbing everything. Let me read that comment. She said, yes, I absorb everything. I need to not take people's crap personal. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I love that you threw your mask away. Yes. Stop embodying other people's projections. So glad this is resonating. So glad, Layla. So yeah, protect yourself, shield up from the energies of others. You know, and you know what? That may also be the shadow work, Layla, is the fact that you are taking on other people's emotions. You know, because you're intuitive, and so much of our feminine energy is our intuitive energy, you may be feeling ashamed that you keep taking on all that energy. And the shadow work is to really face that and to know that it's not about being ashamed of it. It's more so just about putting your shields up in acknowledgement of how strong your gifts are. Okay, and that also is you being real to yourself, okay, and shifting the way you're facing things. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Yes, how are we feeling? Wow, 1331 in the super chat. What a powerful number. 13 is the number of the divine feminine, and 31 is that number reversed. I think that's pretty powerful. Yes. Okay. So for oh, thank you, love. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad that helped, Leela. Nick, for a reading, definitely, I'm going to be doing these every month. I don't know exactly the day. I'll probably do them. What's today? Thursday? Is today the first Thursday of the month? No. Is it the second Thursday of the month? I don't know. I'll figure it out, but probably on Thursdays I'll do them every month. And then I just take a super chat donation. But if you're wanting an actual bone casting reading and you want a one-on-one of them, I'll throw it on my menu. You guys want me to throw it on my menu? Should I throw it on my readings menu? I have so many readings that I offer. I offer past life readings, energy cleanses, mediumship, general readings, cosmic connections readings, but I can also start offering these bone casting readings one-on-one if y'all are interested. I'm down. I'm so down. So yeah, I'll put it up on my menu. I'll go ahead and put it up on my menu tonight so that y'all can order them on a one-on-one. And that'll only be, I'll figure out the pricing, but probably be a good, I don't know. All my readings are usually an hour. I kind of like the idea of keeping them an hour, especially because it gives us an opportunity to talk about what's coming up in each of the totems, and also to ask the satchel, you know, for more info. Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Let's go ahead and do one more. I wanted to try to keep this under an hour. We're still at 54 minutes, so let's do one more. This will be the last one. Go ahead and send me a super chat, Nick, and we will do one more. Oh my gosh, my satchel is already like busting at the seam. That's okay, because I have these pretty epic intuitive luminary bags that I think I'm gonna use instead. Y'all know I'm starting my virtual store in like a few weeks for the holiday season. What? You're gonna be able to buy these with a very special product that I'm about to launch. I have not told anybody yet. Well, I've told some people, but I am super excited about it. Are y'all excited for my virtual store? For real? Like literally, I'm like, oh, the bags are made. These bags are made. I have a bunch of them already. They're gonna be on the virtual store, but they're also going to house something else very, very, very exciting. Okay, that's all you get. I gave you a real quick sneak peek. I'll be announcing that soon. But anyway, all right, so waiting on Nick to send over a little super chat if they're still down, and then we will do a little reading from the donation. Yeah, like look, I'm like busting out of the bag. Maybe I should just transfer it now. I think maybe. Thanks, Layla. So happy for you too, honey. Oh yeah, you're fine, Nick. No worries. I'll go ahead and start for you. Let me know if you need help. I'm just transferring my stuff into my better bag. Oh, now we like real official. This feels so much better to have them in here. Y'all love the velvet though? The velvet purple bags. What? Can y'all guess what my product is that you just saw a sneak peek of? They're gonna be available on the store in a couple weeks, so you better save your holiday monies for Rissa Vibes virtual store. Coming soon. What? I'm gonna have some stickers on there for sale. I'm gonna have some aura sprays. Y'all know the aura spray. Y'all already know about the aura spray. If you don't know about the aura spray, you need to know about the aura spray, honey. Yes. Oh yeah, you can totally Cash App me, love. It's Rissa616 in Cash App. That's totally fine. And then just set up your super chat. And anybody who watched this reading and wants to have a personal reading later on the quick donation side of things, for the monthly readings, just set up your super chat in the meantime before we get live next month. And then that way it'll be easy for you to just send it over. All right, Nick, let me know if you have a specific message or a specific question you want me to ask. And then we'll throw, I should say. I love that all y'all are having so much fun with this. I'm so glad. I was hoping you didn't think I was weird. I mean, even if you did, I'd be like, well, I'm weird, you know, it is what it is. But, oh, thanks, Nick. I just got that. So I'm so grateful for that Cash App. Do you have a question specifically, Nick, that you want me to ask? Let me know. And if not, I'll just go ahead and throw them. Nothing specific. Let spirit lead. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, let's see what comes up. Okay, not all of them. That was a mistake because this bag is really big. Give me a second, guys. I probably should have practiced with this bag, right? Oh my gosh, Alona, you might have guessed the product. Oh snap. You might have guessed it. Okay, I'm gonna give myself like a little bit of, there we go. Now it's not so. Oh, you still got a lot, but not all of them this time. Okay. All right, this was the right read. That first one just dumped the whole darn bag out. I was like, gosh, this new bag is really like just letting it all hang out. Okay. All right, let's see what we got for you, my dear. All right, Nick. So everything is in a interesting kind of format. We have a line across the center, and then we have a couple towards the top. So the first one towards the top is that you're stepping into more remembrance of your oversoul. You've got some ancestor or past life connections, or some connections to ancient traditions or ancient civilizations that you've been starting to be more curious about, or you've been starting to remember. So if you've been feeling called, or if you've been feeling magnetic towards certain ancient civilizations, pay attention to that, because you've most likely had past lives there, or you have connections there that you're meant to learn more about. You also have and this is actually a past life connection that may be attached to water, or something with your ability to connect deeper with water. The shell is coming up for you also upside down, but it's different for you. It's got this kind of element connected to the past life. So past life in water, a past life of feeling, you know, really connected to a place near water. Maybe you even have noticed that when you're around water, you start to feel some nostalgia, or even ancestral or ancient civilization connections. Look into that, because you most likely have had some past lives around water that are significant for you, or even a past life as a water being or water animal. But this is really the opportunity to kind of step into a really powerful remembrance of your past lives in connection to water or water beings. You are also being called to take your mask off. However, for you, Nick, this is cosmic connections. We've got the Moldavite underneath the mask here, Moldavite right here, the mask right here. And so this is saying that it's time to unveil your connections to the cosmos. It's time to unveil your connections to your galactic family. You are likely a star seed, and even the past life connection near water you've had might be even a past life connection as a Lemurian, or a water being, or a mermaid, or something like that, something that's more cosmic than physical or humanoid. It could be that, or it also could just be this idea of unveiling more of your connection to the cosmos through this remembrance of your past lives, or your connections to ancient civilizations, okay? So really powerful card there. It's important for you to do a little digging, do a little researching, feel into, you know, what kind of things could be coming up for you around cosmic connections, starseed connections, okay? Super, super fun. Now, in this line, okay, all of this is connected. So what this is saying is that now that we've kind of come into awareness of your past life, even your ancestral or ancient civilization connections, as well as your cosmic connections, all of that is a big part of your spiritual growth and maturity right now. But what's on the outside of it is a little bit of duality, okay? We've got some spectrum here and some spectrum here, okay? The first side is that we're wanting to notice how your feminine energy, this is your receptivity to new information, okay? Your receptivity to creating things, your ability to create, your ability to find out new information, your ability to trust, and your ability to create and find new information. There's a little bit of a blockage here. This is saying that sometimes you get a little bit addicted to the rush of creation and new information, but you don't always embody or follow through with it. This is saying that there needs to be more follow through in the way in which you receive and embody the information that you're remembering from your past lives and what you're learning about your cosmic self. So finding ways to really ground into what you learn, find wisdom. don't just one ear out the other listen to things. Instead, really find ways to action or integrate, bring what you learn into your daily life, really just becoming what you learn more than just learning it, okay? This other side of things is saying that you're going to have some luck, and it's that luck is protecting you. You're also kind of needing this protection because as you go through this process of how you learn things and how you're kind of faced with some contrasting ways of learning, that it's actually, this luck has kept you safe. Like you haven't learned everything you need to learn in life, or you haven't embodied everything that you have learned in life, but somehow you've been protected through your luck. Okay, so we don't want to wait for the luck to run out for you to learn the wisdom you need to learn, or to integrate or embody, really do what you're meant to do, or it's kind of like the energy of like, better, right? But somehow you're always protected, so it's not motivating you to do better, even though you know better. So this is saying, your guides are saying, hey, like, don't wait for your luck to run out for you to do better with what you already know. Instead, use what you know now, because eventually that luck is not going to keep you protected as much as it is in what you're not knowing, or what you're not embodying from what you know better in. Okay, so there may be a situation that you kind of keep telling yourself, man, I know better than this, or I know what I'm meant to do, and you just don't do it, and somehow you still come out unscathed. That's not going to be the case forever, so don't wait for it to don't wait for that. Just start now. Start learning and embodying what you know now. Okay. All right. How did that help? Did that help everyone? Oh my gosh, this has been so fun, y'all. All right, seriously though, are you guys ready for my virtual store? I see you, Alona. Alona guessed it. Alona bought her first deck of cards because I inspired her to do so years ago. What? That's amazing. I love that. I love that I inspired you to buy cards for yourself, and the Spirit Messages deck, which are so great. That's these ones right here. Yeah, Spirit Messages. Well, you guys don't need to be buying any more cards anytime soon, because you're going to have an opportunity to get the new and official Readings by Rissa intuitive cards. What? Oracle cards? What? All right, literally did not expect to announce this today. I did not, but I'm totally down for the anticipation. I'm down for the tease. I'm down for the reveal. I'm gonna do more of a reveal on Instagram, YouTube. I'm gonna put some pictures and videos out of the cards. I've got other products coming on the virtual store as well. I can't say it, I almost said virtual tour. But lots of products to share with you. So excited for that. It's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. I'm going to be doing pre-orders very soon. If you want to get on the pre-order waiting list, because I only have like a certain amount of pre-orders available, send me a little email, because if you joined this reading today and you stayed the whole time, I think you deserve to get on the pre-order waiting list for the card. So I mean, I just think that's like totally fair, especially because I didn't anticipate announcing this today. So I'm like, why not get y'all on the pre-order waiting list a little early. So yeah, super excited for that. You send me an email, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, if you know for a fact you're gonna want the cards. And I'll put you on the waiting list so that you are notified as soon as the cards come out and are available. And yeah, I'm super, super excited about it. I also have an event on Sunday, so check out my event on Sunday. If you haven't signed up for it yet, the link is in the description of my last weekly reading, and it will be in the description of this reading as well, to sign up for the Thinning of the Veil / Queen of Heaven event. virtual event on Zoom on the 10th, 10/10, when we open the portal of the thinning of the veil all together. We'll be doing some intuitive practices. We'll be talking about energy protection. We'll also be talking about intuition development in general and the thinning of the veil in a 2-hour workshop for only $10.10 to join. So definitely go check that out. The link is in my bio at Readings by Rissa to sign up for that as well. And it'll be at 8 p.m. Central Time on Zoom. Okay, and then of course I'll see you for another weekly reading on Sunday at 1:11 p.m. Central Time, so that will be great to see you for as well. And make sure to go check out the BQH session of the Bone Shaman reading. Not the reading that we did here, but it's a channeled message of when I actually met the Bone Shaman and channeled him for the first time, and some information about him himself. So definitely check that out. I just posted that earlier this AM too. All right. Thanks for joining, everyone. It's been fun. I love you. Yes. Alona, send me an email. I will get you on that waiting list. readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. So excited to be having these cards for all of you. I'm going to be sending pictures out and things like that soon as well. But just a quick little, whoa. All right. I love y'all. Peace.